Basis of my experience and performance of layer in Bangladesh perspectives, there's my presentations. I think you will be enjoying my presentation as a fact sheet of Bangladesh layer performance. You know, Bangladesh is getting along with good progress in layer farming. With this view to provide protein and increasing per capita egg consumption is a must because of turning into developing country from least developing country by the year of 2026. We have to produce more eggs. Now we are consuming 134, but we have targeted more. And this is from nutritional point of view of a developing country because we are going to be developing country. Here, Nobuzen, Shaver, and Highline layers breed are commonly reared by the farmers. These three breeds are performing well in Bangladesh, but we need to get optimum, maximum egg production from this breed. There is a big challenge, but we tried our level best to length of last part of the laying period by the use of some functional feed additives and balancing the feed for providing nutrition, proper nutrition to layers and good environment. Because you know, Bangladesh farming system getting progress, especially for housing from open shed to control. I'm giving you the fact sheet of control house shed. Bangladesh layers on an average are targeted nowadays for 90 weeks of rearing. But when egg price getting down, they focus to sell it out at 80 weeks of rearing. But our experience by providing proper nutrition and functional feed additives to protect main organ of the layers to produce more eggs at the last part by increasing the last few months to get more eggs. So that focusing 90 weeks resulted in 400 plus pieces of eggs. In some cases of 100 weeks, we get targeted eggs 450. It's a big challenge. So how we will get optimum, maximum egg production? That is our challenge. That fact is as developed in my presentation. Layer character to produce more eggs. Now we focus to get more eggs. How more eggs will be produced from layers and what are the parameters? If we divide main points to get more eggs, first we have to focus on nutrition uptake improvement. If we provide more feeds, but it is not balanced, it is not properly having nutrition for producing eggs, that will never give us highest egg production that we expect. So from nutritional point of view, feed must be balanced in terms of amino acid, in terms of others nutrition, which are very critical in the feed formula that we try to precise. Otherwise, it's very difficult and challenging activities to get balanced feed. Second, disease prevention. Prevention is better than cure. So how disease will be prevented? Two things must be considered. One is vaccination for viral diseases, and for bacterial diseases, we have to maintain biosecurity. And in addition to these two things, prevention measures by vaccines and biosecurity, we have to focus on addition of functional feed additives to get more immunity, to fight against harmful diseases, especially common diseases from bacteria. So intestinal gut health must be healthy enough to produce more immunity. Immunity, 80% immunity will be produced from intestine. It's very important, you know. Then third thing is addressing problem by improved management. Always strict monitoring through checklist. Management errors will be rectified. So management point also is main issue. So all the times workers are being monitored and their knowledge being upgraded to improve management. And fourth one is usage of functional feed additives, especially to protect intestine, to protect liver, to protect ovary system. Ovary as well as oviducts are very important organs to produce quality eggs. To produce eggs is not the matter if it is broken, loss. If we get quality eggs, that will give us more revenue. Then proper nutrition to develop ready-to-lay pullet. If we don't develop ready-to-lay pullet perfectly, I will never get more eggs. Even though I am rearing layers, but pullet indicates how many eggs I can get from a layer. So this is critical issue also to develop healthy pullet. That pullet will be ready for laying. So how many eggs will be produced by a healthy layer mostly depends on how much healthy pullet it is. Whether it is not properly developed, I cannot expect highest eggs production from this layer. Then uniformity. How uniformity will be done in the layer flock? Through proper nutrition. The more the nutrition, the more the required nutrition will be available. To develop pullet, definitely uniformity will be the resulted. It must be 80% immunity at least. Then I can get more eggs. Otherwise, it is difficult for any management. Third issue is onset of egg production. When a layer will be started laying, that layer definitely face some production stress. To minimize this stress, we have to select some functional feed additives which will be incorporated in the feed formula to minimize stress. When bird will start laying, it's a new chapter of layer. It is producing eggs. So supplementation with functional feed additive is a must to get more eggs to reduce this initial production stress. Fourth issue is accurate nutrition needed, but it doesn't mean that metabolic energy and crude protein, how much it is, whether ratio is okay, it's not the only solution. Definitely, we will focus fat-soluble vitamins and essential minerals and essential amino acid, essential fatty acid, how it will be available to produce egg, to contribute egg production, that must be precisely calculated in the feed formula to get more eggs. This slide indicates ensuring good health of vital organs, intestine, liver, ovary, and oviduct of a layer. If it is not healthy enough, proper management, other proper feeds will not be resulted in getting highest number of eggs from a layer. So intestinal health must be ensured. In what way it will be ensured? Through some functional feed additives. How the bacteria will be eliminated, how the toxin will be minimized, how the anti-nutritional factors will be minimized, how liver health will be ensured, and eventually ovary and oviduct will be free from the contamination of bacterial diseases. There is a unwanted diseases. Salpingitis is also found in oviduct, and salmonella hampering our ovary. So these vital organs must be healthy. So how it will be healthy? There are so many feed additives. Bile seed, Runeon is one of the best functional feed additives to get healthy environment, to enhance healthy environment in the intestine by reducing toxin, by reducing anti-nutritional factor, by reducing some harmful bacteria, and liver will be healthy. Liver will be protected from these toxins, harmful materials, and some bacteria will be also retarded their growth by the intervention of this bile acid. This is proven in a big layer form. That's why this is step by step for a fact sheet as a case study of a layer form. Ovary and oviduct are sometimes infected with some diseases that needs to be cared of to ensure quality eggs. If I want to get quality eggs, like salpingitis and to eliminate salmonellosis, two are very culprit to get quality eggs. If it is for bitter form, that must be addressed. If it is for layer form, that must be addressed. Keeping good and continuous pace of laying period. My area to be focused for these headlines. I'm getting eggs, but I cannot continue the pace of laying period with my highest egg production. Keeping good pace of laying period is a big problem in Bangladesh. We are getting eggs closer to 90% at the age of 23 weeks. It is continuing for 5 months on an average 90%. It's good. If there is a zigzag in production, I'm getting 80, 82, 85, 86, 88, then 90, on an average it will be 88. So I will not get good revenue. So lack of good health and extreme changes of environment lead to falling egg production also. Environmental challenges in Bangladesh is common. That's why big layer farms are now in controlled shade, environmentally controlled shade. It is well equipped to control good environment, but it's highly moisture and high temperature based country is Bangladesh. That's why it's a challenge also to produce more eggs, because environmental stress also reduces egg production. You know, temperature also damages liver. So bile acid is also one of the solution to minimize the environmental stress that we addressed. Imbalance of energy, amino acid, and minerals sometimes resulted in egg production. So these three issues, energy, in terms of protein, it will be amino acid and minerals, very critical issues, because minerals are needed, especially for quality eggs. Eggshell is very important for getting quality eggs. So that's why mineral also with amino acid and energy are basic elements to precisely calculated in the feed formula. Ensuring proper nutrition to layers of different stages of laying period to get lengthy period of layer, it is very important, because you know how to give feed at different stages of production. Because initially, when it started at 19 weeks onset of production, nutrition will be given precisely. Then when it will go to peak point, peak production areas, nutrition will be more enriched to get proper nutrition. Otherwise, it will be dropped down. Egg production will be dropped down. So these different ages of egg production addressing by functional feed additives like bile acid is one of the solutions to continued good quality egg production in Bangladesh that we have achieved. Addressing anti-nutritional factors like toxin, exotoxin, and endotoxin. We are addressing exotoxin by the intervention of toxin binder. But what about endotoxin? I mean, that toxin is produced in the intestine by any sort of harmful bacteria or others bacteria. So that endotoxin also address. So through these functional feed additives, bile acid, we can address this endotoxin, which is also very threat for getting liver damage. Liver is the vital organ to give all the metabolites to the main blood streams for proper nutrition to the layers. So other anti-nutritional factors also found in DDGS. Then here in Bangladesh, rice bran and de-oiled rice bran, it is common in layer feed. So we have to address these anti-nutritional factors by toxin binders as well as bile acid. Altogether, these functional feed additives, we can address it. We can minimize these anti-nutritional factors, which is very threat to liver and intestine. From bacterial point of view, Salmonella, E. coli, and Mycoplasma are very common culprit to reduce egg production. And if these bacteria are contaminated in the small intestine, automatically large intestine will be affected. If large intestine affected, then Clostridium perfringens will be produced to get necrotic enteritis. That is very bad experience to get quality eggs, to get more eggs. So to avoid Salmonella, E. coli, and the Clostridium perfringens, some sort of feed additives will definitely retard the growth of this culprit bacteria. That should be considered by feed additives. Runeon is helping synergistically to reduce this culprit bacteria. Very important for quality eggs, especially yolk and egg quality eggshell. Fat and fat-soluble vitamins, especially vitamin A, D, E, are very important for producing more eggs. Vitamin D3 contributes in the absorption of calcium, phosphorus to get quality eggshell. And A and K are very common items for egg production. These vitamins must be available in the liver if I can get healthy liver. So to get this fat-soluble vitamin, emulsification of fat and oil, how it will be emulsified? Bile acid contribute properly emulsified of fat and oil. HLV value is 19. So it has good hydrophilic and lipophilic valence, good emulsifier also, and ensuring fat digestion and utilization with availability of fat-soluble vitamins for producing quality eggs and avoiding fatty liver. How we can address? Bile acid is the best solution from our experience to avoid fatty liver for layer. It is common in Bangladesh. If we have post-mortem of a layer, we see it is common factor. There is no exact treatment. How it will be addressed? So we are addressing incorporating bile acid in the feed formula, 200 gram per ton of feed. We are able to now to reduce fatty liver syndrome and proper amount of essential fatty acid will be ensured if liver is healthy. So this is critical area. If we want to get more eggs, so this phenomenon for emulsification of fat and oil to get ensuring fat-soluble vitamins, other essential minerals, essential fatty acids, eventually avoiding fatty liver syndrome. This very, very important issue to address problems. Why layer gives less eggs? How we can get more eggs? This is one of the solution. Now, a case study of a layer farm in Bangladesh that is good experience-oriented layer farm now in Bangladesh. Every batch, it is taking 140,000 birds to brood and to get ready to lay pullet. This layer farm now 1 million layers that is looked after by proper nutrition and functional feed nutrition. Ever before they didn't use it. Now they are practicing it. And it is northern part of Bangladesh. It's a multi-street building to get all the pullets in a building, and then a control shed for layer 1, different stages of shed, layer 1 shed, layer 2 shed, layer 3 shed, layer 4 shed. So from layer 2 to layer 4, whole life are in the sheds to give us highest eggs, which we target. It is in Rangpur district in Bangladesh. From the very beginning, keeping good health of liver and intestine was ensured by use of bile acid in this layer farm for producing starter feed and pullet feed. At the dose of 200 gram per ton of it, it is the practice to increase immunity from the intestine and detoxifiability of liver. That was our main target. Why use Runeon? We use Runeon in the young chicks feed as well as pullet feeds, especially focusing get more immunity, healthy intestine and liver. That was our main target. After getting ready to lay pullet, we are using same dose of Runeon for a layer farm, 200 gram per ton of feed. If there is any stress, then little bit increase like 250 gram, not more than this. So this way we are experience how the Runeon, bile acid contributing getting more eggs, and to increase the laying period in a layer farm, breed is high line. So target is to get 90 weeks, even though this farm was focused for 80 weeks. Now 10 weeks increase. Why? More egg production with good percentage we are getting. One batch give more eggs that was reared for 100 weeks also. That's separate case. Now focus 90 weeks. All layers with fed with balanced feed. One category of feed was mixed with bile acid, and other category of feed was without bile acid. We have a trial. In treatment group, peak production percentage was 95. It is targeted. Targeted is little bit higher, that is 96, but we achieved 95. On the other hand, in control, it was 92. So here 3% egg production increase in the good environment in control shed, and same feed formula without bile acid and the bile with bile acid. Mortality rate was in control group 15%. It is a little bit higher because we tried to reduce this 12%, but unfortunately it was 15%. On the other hand, in a Runeon treatment group, it was 12%. Also, we always targeted it will be 8%. We are still trying, but it is 12% on an average. Broken eggs are significantly reduced. It's our great achievement. This is the beauty of using bile seed. Broken eggs increase. Previously, when bile seed was used, number of broken eggs significantly reduce. That's why the beauty of Runeon was that it increases 10 weeks of laying period at the last stage of egg production from 90 weeks to 100 weeks that we achieved in one case. But when egg sales price is little bit lower, we don't rear 100 weeks. We try to sell out 90 weeks because, sometimes egg production, even though good, but we have to sell it out. Egg price is lower. Previously, egg price was 10.5 taka, and now it is 9.5 taka. So sometimes we have to consider ROI, return on investment. This is the figure, achievement of peak production. In the right side, standard production, 95.65, 95 points. This year we achieved. Even though for 2 or 3 days it was 96. This is the date. 29 weeks plus 1 day, we get 95.65. Then this way. So it was highest 96. So this is achievement of peak productions. So this way, continue 95.6, 95.6, this way standard. And actual production also 94, 95, 94, 95. So just 0.6 or 1% variation to get the standard. And the same way we got 95, 95. So on the basis of return on investment, effect of Runeon bile seed, we have calculated just for all farms. If any farms rear 10,000 birds, we are rearing more, 10,000 birds, just feed consumption will be standard on an average 110 gram per bird, and 10,000 bird for 30 days, trial feed is just 33 tons. So here 33 tons feed will be mixed with 200 gram per ton. Then multiplied by taka, in Bangladesh it is sold 1,400 taka. So investment for Runeon in the feed, 33 ton feed, cost is 9,240 taka. It is Runeon cost for 30 days Runeon mixed feed. Extra egg will be produced for this 9,240 takas investment of Runeon. Extra eggs will be 2% more. We have noticed it. So for 10,000 birds for 90 days, 6,000 eggs will be more. If we calculate return, 6,000 more eggs, nowadays our egg price is down 9.5 taka. So I am getting return 57,000 taka by the investment of 9,240 taka only for Runeon in my feed. So this is good revenue I can earn. So for all the layer farm owners, how the revenue will be earned by using 200 gram of Runeon in your formula to get on an average 2% extra egg, even though big layer farm in Bangladesh that I address as a fact sheet, they got increased 3%. So on an average, if it is 2%, then I can get good return. This is return on investment for layer farm owners forecasting in future by the use of Runeon. Then this is the scenery of management of a big layer farm in Bangladesh. This is control shed. Cumberland provided this control shed, and these are the caging system provided by Cumberland company, European company, and this is the color and collection. And I am right now I am showing this farm picture as I am now in the farm's feed mill meeting room. So just good scenery of the natures. It's a big area where 1 million layers are being reared. Feed is being mixed with Runeon to enhance the laying period and quality eggs. So take home matches. In Bangladesh, egg production is being increased by improving proper management, that is main focus, and by balanced feed, how it is being balanced to get more eggs, more functional feed additives are used now by nutritionists. Quality egg production and nutrient-enriched egg are being produced. You know, egg is being enriched with some nutritive item by the intervention of functional feed additives also. And functional feed additives like bile acid Runeon uses are increased in Bangladesh. Thank you very much for watching.